My name is Carissa Kim Pintello, and I'm an MFA candidate at the New York School of Interior Design. Interior design being my calling was definitely a process. It was in the back burner. I knew I wanted to do it, but there was just a lot of fear. Based on my upbringing and my background, it felt like a really big risk. I definitely lacked the confidence, the perseverance, and the grit to give this kind of education I'm having now justice. I'm really glad it's happening a decade later, because when I started, I was very lost, didn't really know what to do. So what I chose ultimately was to go into teaching. My husband was still in school when I started teaching at a local public middle school, and I just really needed something cathartic, some kind of emotional, mental release from all the stress that was happening in the classroom. So I started really pouring myself into decorating our apartment, and also on this side, I started going to our public library and reading books on anything the little section of our Polk County library had, I was reading. As I was at this crossroads trying to figure out what to do, my husband was like, I think I know what you want to do. You want to go into interior design, but you're afraid to, it's a big risk. I think you should just apply to your dream school, and if you get in, we sell our house, quit our jobs, and just do it. And then that's what we did. So when I was deciding what interior design program I was going to enroll in, I knew I wanted a couple of things from it. First of all, it had to be in New York City. New York is the hub of interior design in the United States, so there was nowhere else I was going to go. Secondly, something that struck me about NYSID was how deeply comprehensive it was. It was very dense, the credit hours were very high, especially for a master's program. And I loved that because I'm a career changer, so if I'm really going to take that risk and take that plunge, I want to know I'm going to be adequately prepared and equipped so that when I finally leave my now second master's degree, I'm not only going to get a job, but I'm going to get a really good one. What's also really awesome is that it doesn't just stop here. You can continue your education through these other master's programs in sustainability, healthcare, lighting, and digital practice management. Thinking about the opportunities that I've gotten through NYSID, these are things I didn't even know existed. I couldn't have dreamed these possibilities for me. So it's been incredible to come to a school that allows you to dream bigger than you could have ever done for yourself. One of my favorite classes here at NYSID has been hand rendering. I think we live in this age of AI. Everything is not just photorealistic, but now done by a computer and not by a person. So I really love the almost like romantic notion of reverting back to what's done by hand, what's human and imperfect. One person here at NYSID that has been instrumental in my life has been Singh. She's the head of career services here at the school, and she has an incredible background. I bring every project to her. She's helped me with portfolio development. She's prepared me for interviews. She's become like a second mom. While I was researching different schools to go to, I was also familiarizing myself more with the design industry. And something that I saw was that this new organization had just been created called APIDA, which is the Asian American Pacific Islander Design Alliance. And I thought that was so beautiful because when I had been looking at these different sources of inspiration and trying to envision myself in interior design, I had seen almost no Asian designers. So to see Young Ha create this organization with other Asian artisans, designers, and architects and create a space where Asian designers could get exposure, collaboration, and just a really beautiful sense of community within the design sphere was amazing and something I knew I had to be a part of once I came to New York City. I actually met her in person at a New York School of Interior Design event, which just blew my mind. This 8100 designer who was like my model and who I looked up to was now in the flesh, talking to me, being so kind, and has now been someone who's such a mentor in my life. Something really great about the New York School of Interior Design is that education isn't held and contained within the classroom. It spreads out throughout New York City and beyond. It's really cool to get this front row seat to see just how NYSID supports students, not just in the classroom, but creates pathways to get them out into the industry, get connected, and get these really incredible careers. My mission, leaving here, entering into the workforce, and getting to be a really big part of the interior design scene is helping recruit and bring in more people like me. I want people with my upbringing, my background, my constraints, my walls to know you can be here. There's a space for you, and the ceiling, it's so much higher than you even know.